Hi there, I'm Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG Orlando 2011, standing here with the lovely and talented Rachel Carrico, otherwise known as SeltzerPlease, who was recently co-host with me of IPL Origins, IPL 3, and I had a great time. How did you have a great time at IPL?
I had a great time by being on stage with Anna Prosser. It was absolutely illuminating, and I mean, it was a great event. It was awesome, and it was really awesome working with you. And those other girls.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. There were a lot of women in esports at IPL.
Yeah, it was like the esports women's summit in the back room. It was Megumi X-Bear and Sumi and let's see, Olin.
Little Susie was there doing translation.
Yeah, little Susie and Smix. Awesome.
And Alin Huang was there too.
Yes, and I'm missing, Lonnie. Lonnie was so awesome. She's an IGN employee, but she came out for StarCraft and just blew everybody away. She was super invested in esports. I love it.
They were calling her the savior of esports.
Absolutely.
Well, right now we're at MLG Orlando, not at IPL 3, and I'm curious, could you tell us a little bit about what exactly you're doing here?
Sure, I do interviews and sort of event perspectives for Cyber Sports Network. I've worked in Korea with some of the players. I worked in the US at a lot of the events, so I'm always just here hanging out, chatting with whatever players will talk to me.
What is your history in esports? How did you get involved in doing kind of that media side?
Well, I used to play competitive Team Fortress 2, so like years and years ago, I was on a Team Fortress 2 team. We competed for about 2 years. When CGS Championship Gaming Series went under, we were in their tournament, and our team kind of just burst apart after that. But I got on WC Ultimate Gamer. I mean, you know, Jeff was on the show. It was a great show. And after that, I got off the show and I met this girl, Kat Gunn, and I was like, that's a good girl gamer. That's what it looks like to be a professional, competitive female gamer. So I was like, you know what? I can't do what Kat does. Maybe I can take my talents elsewhere. So now I do media.
Great. And what brought you into the StarCraft scene specifically?
StarCraft kind of came easy to me. I date Trevor Torch Gaming Houston, and he got into StarCraft 2, he got into the beta last February, and I was like, oh my god, if I want to continue to talk to my boyfriend, I have to learn StarCraft. So I'm an FPS player, you know, it's not super my jam, but I love it. And as a spectator, it's been amazing watching it grow.
I know that you have some favorite players and some that you've really been rooting for. Can you give us a rundown of maybe some matches that you really loved watching this weekend and some that like broke your heart?
No, the heartbreaker was Wayron Stefano. That was the saddest thing because I love Wayron. I mean, he's in the losers bracket. It'll be fine. I don't know where he's at right now. I have to check up, but I'm sure both of them are doing great. But my heart lies with the Koreans. So I told Polt that he was going to win. He kind of disappointed me by dropping down the losers bracket, but I said, you know, hey, losers bracket's full of losers. You'll be fine. So I don't know how he took that one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Polt's going to win. Alive's probably pretty tired. July always has a strong showing. And then my white person choice is Huck. I'm sorry, I won't say white people anymore. My non-Korean choice is Huck.
Right.
So I mean, he's just done amazing. He came out the gate, he beat MC, beat July, and he looks really promising. He looks fit.
Well, we're in day 2 right now. Going into day 3, are there any matches that you're hoping for or that you know of that you're looking forward to, or you know, people who might be watching at home, ones they should look out for?
Dang, I don't know. At this point, you know, everyone's they're kind of getting put into their matches, so I don't know who's going to play who. But my dream finals would be, gosh, Polt and Boxer, maybe. Polt and July. But I just want to see Polt take it. He's got such a great personality, and I think he has so far to go. I'd love to see him succeed in the U.S.
What are you thinking about this event, Orlando being the fourth or fifth stop on the MLG circuit?
There was, what was it? I like Orlando. It's my first time here since I was like a little kid at Disney World, and I'm really enjoying it. The weather's great, especially coming from Jersey in November and December. It's October, isn't it? Yeah. New Jersey in October, it sucks, so I'm happy to be here in Orlando, and the venue's awesome. It's Anaheim was my favorite. I kind of hold every MLG to the standard Anaheim set, but it's doing great. The games are great. There's no downtime, and the players seem pretty happy.
Now, transitioning from talking about the event itself to maybe some more lifestyle, gamer lifestyle type questions, I get asked all the time, and my friends who have significant others in gaming get asked all the time, how do you manage that gamer relationship where you were saying, you know, if I want to see my boyfriend, I have to learn this game. You know, where do you draw the line, and maybe how do you get to that balance of a relationship that works well in gaming?
Well, I mean, Trevor and I have been together for 6.5 years, and we kind of came in. He was always a competitive gamer, but we came into kind of esports together, and I mean, it's what our relationship is built on. So it's really easy for us to go home and just talk and talk and talk about how do we grow esports, how do we get more sponsors, how do we media train players, and it dominates our relationship. So actually, the hardest part right now is finding stuff to talk about that isn't video games. We'll be in the car on like a 6-hour ride, and I'll be like, all right, no esports talk. You really like bananas, right? And he'll be like, yeah, you know, it'd be great if we made like a health bar that had bananas in it that we could market to gamers. I'm like, well, all right, fine, we're talking about video games. That's fine. I love it, he loves it. It's the best, you know, it's awesome.
I do, and another question I get asked a lot is, you know, fans who want to support this scene, who want to be those people that are growing esports, how can they lend their talents? What's the best way to get in? And I know you talked about identifying what am I good at, how can I contribute? What advice do you have for people who want to do the same thing?
Well, I mean, start out just like I did. Look at yourself and say, you know, what am I good at? Am I a good writer? Maybe I'll write. Maybe I'll watch every GSL and do write-ups. You know, look at the scene and see where the holes are and see how you can fill them. IPL, they took a bunch of volunteers. Those people turned out to be amazing. They made connections. They learned what was needed of them. They got a real like insider view of the scene. You know, it's really easy to sit at home and watch these streams and be like, hey, MLG really sucks. No, it doesn't. People are sweating and crying and bleeding backstage to make this happen for you to watch at home for free. And you know, you can appreciate it, that's great. Viewers are important. Just having that stream on is beneficial. But if you really want to get involved in esports, if you want to walk up to Right Raw and put your arm around him and be like, yo, what up, buddy? And have him be like, hey, friend, you got to get in here. And the way to do that is to identify your strengths and see where esports needs them, because we definitely need people. Anyone out there that wants to be in this scene can be.
Well said, my friend. Well, before we sign off, are there any shout-outs you personally want to give?
Sure. First of all, big shout-out to Cybersports Network. They're the company I work for. You can go to our YouTube, youtube.com/cybersportsnetwork. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm SeltzerPlease. Big shout-out to my boyfriend, Torch Gaming, who's standing off screen. His Twitter is Torch Gaming. And, you know, big shout-out to you guys watching. I appreciate the views that are going to be on this video. Anything you do for esports, just support them all. You know what? That's going to be my message. I know you guys like StarCraft, and I know you guys may hate League of Legends, you may hate Call of Duty, but it can't just be StarCraft. So whether you don't want to watch it, whether you want to have nothing to do with it, that's fine, but please be supportive. Please don't be negative to other esports. That's going to be my closing message.
All right, thanks so much. Well, I personally would like to thank Kingston HyperX and encourage you to support them as they are supporting esports. That's us signing off. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you so much, Anna.